So very good evening everyone. So today we are going to start with next area in the corporate and other laws. In that other laws areas we already completed a 10 marks area called as interpretation of statutes, and now we are going to cover another 10 marks area called as FEMA. With regard to the chapter called as the Foreign Exchange Management Act, you can expect a 8 marks to 10 marks in exam. Before going into the chapter, let me first give you some overview as to what is this chapter all about and how about to understand the concepts, what are all the intricate issues that are involved. Let me first summarize everything. The time that I am giving for this chapter is 1 hour 15 minutes to 1 hour 30 minutes maximum. Okay, once FEMA is also completed, then we will be going into the next area with regard to the Companies Act. Any area, I will select one area and I will try to complete that. Okay, so let us begin with the concept called as FEMA. So FEMA. With regard to the FEMA, in CA Inter, there are three areas that are applied. Number one, definitions are applicable for your exam. Second one, residential status. Third one, transactions. Transactions again two types are there: capital account transaction, current account transaction. These are the various things that are made applicable for examinations with regard to the chapter called as FEMA. So with regard to the FEMA, three areas are applicable. One is the definition, second one is the residential status, and third one will be the transactions. In transactions, there are two types that are made applicable. One is a capital account transaction, another one is the current account transaction. With regard to the question bank, we will be doing around 15 different types of questions. If you do that 15 properly, any kind of question that comes in exam with regard to the FEMA, we can be solving. Okay, so in that regard, let us first start with the chapter called as FEMA with regard to the question bank. So before going into that, see, these are all CA final, CA inter clubbed questions, because CA inter FEMA chapter came very recently. So it was a very new chapter for that. So only one attempt question came. So on that basis, I can't prepare the question bank. So I have taken CA final questions also into this. So questions you can see here. Like this, I kept 24 different kinds of questions covering all the issues inside. In this 24, around 18 are relevant for your exams. Remaining are only for understanding sake I kept. Okay, so let me cover those 18 questions which are most relevant for exam. With that 18 only, I will explain the entire concept of FEMA. Okay. Just a minute. Okay. Let us first understand residential status under FEMA and definitions under FEMA. In that first residential status, I am going absolutely from the exams point of view. Okay, exclusively from the exams point of view, I am going to tackle all these. So please listen carefully. Just a minute. Okay. So let us begin. First one. Yes, this is more relevant for you. See here. The name of the act is Foreign Exchange Management Act. This act will be coming for 8 to 10 marks in your CA inter exams. So, with regard to the FEMA, I'm not going to tell anything other than from the exams point of view, so no introduction involved. Okay? Or else if I go into introduction, I can't control myself first. That introduction may prolong to around 1.5 to 2 hours because FEMA has a very big historical setting. So I don't want it to just move on into the introductions and waste your time. So let's focus more on understanding the concept. So first one. First, what I will do is, since there are only 15 questions, 16 questions like that available, let us cover the syllabus first. After that, I will show the questions. Definitions under the FEMA. First, foreign exchange. What is a foreign exchange? Foreign exchange means foreign currency. Only foreign exchange is a foreign currency, yeah? Anyway, foreign currency is only foreign exchange, yeah? Others are not currency, foreign exchanges. They use the word foreign exchange, not foreign currency. Other than foreign currency, so many things are included into foreign exchange. What are those? It includes, okay, deposits, credits, balances payable in any foreign currency. Means foreign currency deposits, foreign currency credits, foreign currency balances payable. Deposits are we made an asset, we created asset. Okay, credits and balances payable are we created a liability. So foreign exchange asset, foreign exchange liabilities created are also treated as foreign exchanges. So therefore, any deposits and borrowings also will be considered under FEMA, provided you make it in a foreign country. So again, foreign exchange means foreign currency. Foreign exchange includes deposits, credits and balances payable. Okay, in which currency? Foreign currency. Next, very very important. Okay, this is not a regular session, this is a rapid revision type. So therefore, I just don't want it to repeat and repeat the same concept. Listen for the first time properly. Drafts, DDs, travelers checks, letters of credit, bills of exchange, expressed or drawn in Indian currency but payable in foreign currency, or reverse, expressed or drawn in foreign currency but payable in Indian currency. Simply, drafts, travelers checks, letters of credit, bills of exchange. Drafts, travelers checks, letters of credit, bills of exchange. Okay, so there are two different situations. Okay, expressed or drawn, payable. Expressed or drawn, payable. Is this a foreign exchange? Is a question. Expressed or drawn in Indian currency, payable in foreign currency. Expressed or drawn in Indian currency, payable in Indian currency. Expressed or drawn in foreign currency, payable in foreign currency. Expressed or drawn in foreign currency, payable in Indian currency. Four different situations can come. When the drafts, travelers checks, letters of credit and bills of exchange will be treated as a foreign exchange if, okay, first, foreign exchange means a foreign currency. Dollar, euro, pound, all these will be treated as a foreign exchange because those are currencies. Number one. Only those are currencies. Currency means it should be in the form of cash or in the bank. Not only that, deposits in bank and credits that are payable to the bank, all those are also foreign exchanges. Only those are foreign exchanges. No. Drafts, travelers checks form the foreign exchange. Letters of credit form the foreign exchange. Bills of exchange form the foreign exchange. All these are covered under foreign exchange only. Okay. However, drafts, travelers checks, letters of credit, bills of exchange, okay, may be of two types. Expressed or drawn in Indian currency but payable in foreign currency. Okay. Or expressed or drawn in foreign currency but payable in Indian currency. Simply to tell, see here. First one, expressed or drawn in Indian currency, payable in foreign currency. Is this a foreign exchange? Yes. Next one, expressed or drawn in Indian currency, payable also in Indian currency. No. Expressed or drawn in foreign currency, payable also in foreign currency. Expressed or drawn in foreign currency, payable also in foreign currency. Yes, it will be. It will be. Okay. Okay. These are all two options that are given. That's it. Okay. Next one. Expressed or drawn in foreign currency but payable in Indian currency. This will also be treated as a foreign exchange. Sir, here expressed or drawn in Indian currency but payable in foreign currency. Here drawn in foreign currency, payable in Indian currency. Okay, so those two only, sir. Here in the third case, this is expressed in foreign currency, payable also in foreign currency, sir. Will it be a foreign exchange? Here, what you have to understand, Drafts, travelers checks, letters of credit, bills of exchange. Okay, everything in foreign currency means it's automatically foreign exchange. Even though Indian currency is involved here, if a payable is in foreign currency, still it is a foreign exchange he wanted to tell. Clear? So, why? What is the intention of these 2 points? Even though drawn is in Indian currency, since payable is in foreign currency, treat as a foreign exchange. Second, even though drawn is in foreign currency, payable though it is in Indian currency, since a foreign currency is involved, treat it as a foreign exchange. If both are in foreign currency, now automatically it becomes a foreign exchange. Okay, that's why this is a inclusive definition. These are also treated as a foreign exchange, not these are only foreign exchanges. Okay, so drafts, travelers checks, letters of credit, bills of exchange, expressed or drawn in foreign currency, expressed or drawn in foreign currency, payable in foreign, automatically it's a foreign exchange. Even though one of the thing is Indian currency, still it is a foreign exchange he wanted to tell. Okay, everyone reply, understood or not? Everyone participating or not? Everyone? Next, foreign currency. Foreign currency means any currency other than Indian currency. Next, Indian currency. Indian currency means which is expressed in rupee but does not include special banknotes, special 1 rupee notes. Next, currency means currency represents what? Currency notes, postal notes, money orders, postal order, everything will be included. Just read and leave. Okay. Next, very, 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 very important definition, residential status. With regard to residential status, I have to tell you one thing before we begin. Actual definition of residential status and the institute way of interpretation of residential status, both are not correct, both are not same, both are not matching. To be very, very specific about it, I will not recommend the answer given by ICAI for various reasons. I will tell you why. I will show you the answer suggested by ICAI. I will feel that it is not in line with the Bayer Act. Okay, I will feel that it is not in line with the Bayer Act. What really lawmaker wanted to convey, in that way that answer was not mentioned. Therefore, what I will do is, I will tell you the actual definition of residential status and I will also tell you the ICAI way of interpretation of residential status, such that you can judge and you can only understand what to do and what not to do in exam. Okay, so see here. See, okay. First, before we go into this, okay, like this it is. This is the thing that they have given in the study material. Why I am showing both is, this is the new study material of the institute. This is for the immediate Jan examination. Both examinations, their answer does not change. PROI, PRI, 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 PROI, PROI. Same answer. Everything is same. They did not change their stand, but still, which is not correct in some cases, I will tell you why. Okay? Okay. Now, First, let us see this. Let's see the definition. There are three definitions we are going to see now. Definition of person, definition of person resident in India, definition of person resident outside India. Tell me, what are the three definitions we are going to see? Definition of person resident in India, definition of a person resident outside India. Three definitions. First, definition of a person. Let us try to understand. The definition of the person includes companies, firms, individual, HUF, AOP, artificial juridical person, as well as offices and branches. For this, let us see the definition directly. Person includes individual, HUF, company, firm, AOP, artificial juridical person, or AOP, BOI. This is same as Income Tax Act. Okay. Next, other than that, not only these are included, agency, office, or a branch. In an easy way, I will tell you, an office or a branch or an agency, OBA. You can remember like that. Office, branch, agency. Okay, owned or controlled by such person means any of these persons are owning any office or a branch or an agency. This is also called as a person. Generally, branches are not separate persons, but under FEMA, agencies and branches are also treated as persons. Sir, what is the difference between agencies and branches? Agency means instead of me doing the thing, I will get it done through others. Is called as agency. We call it franchisee. Branch means I will only start it, I will only control it. Okay, that's the difference. But overall ideology both are same. Company, another branch is there. So any office, branch, or an agency owned or controlled by such person. Which person? Any of these six persons. Is the person definition. Now, let us read the definition of person resident in India. Person resident in India. Okay, let's see. Person resident in India means a person resident in India. A person resident in India means a person means any of those said persons residing in India for more than 182 days. More than 182 days during the course of preceding financial year, but does not include. Okay, so first, what is the first condition? The first condition is condition number 1, you should be residing in India for more than 182 days in the preceding financial year. Okay, next. Sir, I stayed in India for more than 182 days in the preceding financial year, sir. I am a resident. No, but some are not included into the definition, but does not include two types of persons, A and B. Okay, these are inclusions or non-inclusions. Non-inclusions, two non-inclusions are there, A, B. What are those? Let us analyze. A person who has gone out of India or who stays outside India in the either case. Okay, in what case? Either of the cases means any of these three cases. A person, okay, who has gone out of India, either India, example, he has gone out of India. Okay, he has gone out of India or staying outside India for what purpose? For any of these three purposes. What are those? Employment, business or vocation. Okay, next one is for any other purpose in such circumstances as would indicate his intention to stay outside India for a uncertain period. I will write uncertain stay. Uncertain stay means I don't know how many days I will be staying outside India. Okay, now listen. Confusion will be there. I am first writing diagram and making you understand. Okay, next. Who is also not included? A person. Okay, a person who has come to India for any of the three purposes. Okay, what other than for the three purposes, other than into for three purposes: employment, business or vocation, uncertain stay. Okay, that's it. This is definition. And moreover, Gone out of India, coming to India. When you use that word, it is clear that he is talking about individuals. He is talking about what, sir? Individuals. He is not talking about companies, HUFs, because companies can't move from India, outside India, coming to India. Like that, they don't do. Individuals he is talking about. Okay. So, sir, but person is not just individual, sir. Person is HUF. All those things you said. Yes, I said. Here he is talking only about a person being individual. Understood? Okay, sir. Other than that, 2, 3, 4 will be there. I will discuss that separately. First, let us cover this. See here. I will first tell you what is the actual provision, what institute has given also I will tell you. First, how to become a resident in FEMA. First condition number one, the basic condition is you must stay in India. Means you must reside in India for more than 182 days in the preceding financial year. First, you have to satisfy that condition. After satisfying that condition, I will ask a question. Have you gone out of India in the current year? You said no. I asked, have you come to India in the current year? No. That's it. You are a resident. What are these two? Does not include mm, does not include A, B. Does not include A, B. A, B la again there are, see, A, B. A, B la again there are A, B, C. A, B, C. Clear? So tell me, person resident in India means whom? Person resident in India means a person residing in India for more than 182 days during the course of preceding financial year. Okay, first that condition should be satisfied. However, even though you stayed for more than 182 days in the preceding financial year, if you are falling into A or B category, though you stayed for 182 days, you are not treated as a resident. Okay, that's why, but does not include into what? Does not include it into the definition of resident. If you come and fall under any of these two, why you are not why you are coming into these two? A point is talking about this, coming into India. B point is talking about going out of India. I am not coming into India. I am not going out of India. I am staying in the last year I went to USA actually. Okay, really also I went 53 days I stayed. అంటే other than 365 minus 53 entire period I am in India only na. So obviously sorry, forget about last year. This year I didn't go to anywhere. Really in this financial year I never went to anywhere. Okay, consistently I have been only in Chennai. Okay, I have been in Chennai only for around 8-9 months. I have been in Chennai. Now I am in Hyderabad in my hometown. Okay, so almost around for 7-8 months I stayed in Chennai only. Now you answer, I am in India only na. I didn't come to India, I didn't go out of India, I am in India already. Where I will be falling? First one is coming into India. Okay, first one. Okay, so for easy understanding I will tell this way. See, A point has gone out of India. First let us do in the institute way only. Gone out of India means I will write this way. A point is talking about going out. B point is talking about coming in. Okay, now tell me. Now it is easy for you. As per institute I will tell. First, you stayed for more than 182 days. No, that's it. You are not a resident. Over. When you did not even stay for 182 days in the preceding financial year, there is no question of asking what you have done in the current financial year. Clear? So therefore, a person residing in India for more than how many days? 182 days in the preceding financial year. First condition number one. But does not include two people who are going out, who are coming in. You are going out. Going out for what purpose? Going out for some permanent purposes. Permanent purposes means the purpose for which you are going makes you to stay there only. What are the purposes? Employment. 4-5 years you will be there. Business. Years together you will be there. You are going. I asked how many days you will stay outside. You said uncertain. I don't know. I don't know what? I don't know when I will return back to India. So I don't know how many days I will stay there. So uncertain stay they call it. Okay. So circumstances indicate that his period is uncertain. That's the meaning. Okay. So now tell me, Have you stayed in India for more than 182 in the last year, preceding financial year? Yes. But this year, what you are doing? This year, I am leaving India. Oh, though you stayed for 182 in the last year, this year you are leaving India. Yes, I am leaving India. Why you are leaving India? I am leaving India for an employment for 6-7 years there. So permanency is increased there. There means where? Outside India. Or I am going for a business establishment there. I am setting up my business there. I am leaving. Or I don't know when I will return back. This is the question. This is the answer as well. Okay. So gone out of India is the first point. So you are going out of India for these three purposes. For these three purposes. For for these three purposes. So if you go outside India for these three, your permanency is more in outside India. Therefore, you are not included into resident definition, though in the last year you stayed for 182 days. Second one, no, sir. I am not leaving India in the current financial year. I am coming to India in the current financial year. Means what? I will give a super example for that. Last year, I stayed in India for 200 days. Okay. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Okay. How many months? 7, 6, 7, 8. 8 into 30, 240. 240 to 245 days I am in India. Remaining 120 days, 120. Okay, 365 or 240 days I am in India. December, January, February, March. Technically around 120 days. Around 120. Don't count February 28. Overaction venda. Okay. Around 120 days I was outside India. Okay. So April to November I am in USA last year. Okay. April to November I am in USA. Clear? I'm very sorry. April to November I am in India. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. 8 months. 8 into 30, 240 days on an average. Okay. 240 days I am in India. December 1st last year I went to USA. Examples. Okay. December 1st last year I went to USA. Up to March 31st I am in USA only. April 1st again I came back to India. So in this financial year, 24-25 financial year, what you are doing? You are coming into India. Okay. You are coming into India, na? Yes, sir, I am coming to India. For what? For employment, for business or occasion, or for uncertain stay in India, na? He said, I am not coming for employment. Oh, I am not coming for business. Oh, I am not coming for uncertain stay. I am coming to I am coming for a wedding attendance in India. My cousin is getting married. For that marriage I came. I will be here for 20 days and leave. Certain period is there, and it is not being any of these three. Means though you come to India in the current year, you are coming for such a purpose where permanency in India is very less. Okay, you will again return back. 20 days you will go back. Return tickets also booked, visa is also stamped. So in this case, though you come to India, you are not treated as a Indian resident because you does not include, because you are coming into India not for the three purposes. If you come to India for employment, India la permanency might have been increased, but you are not coming for employment. You are not coming for business. You are not coming for uncertain stay in India. You are coming for attending to a marriage. Marriage no one will conduct for years. Okay. So therefore, this is the answer for this particular question. Hopefully everyone understood up to here clearly. Everyone reply. Reply everyone. Understood the point clearly. Okay. So now that's why A, B are excluded. So hopefully everyone understood the point now. So like that you should read the definition first. Okay. Next. Sir, other than individual, sir, any person or a body corporate registered or incorporated in India, company incorporated in India, automatically PRI. LLP incorporated in India, automatically it's a PRI. Next. Office, branch or an agency. Office, branch or agency. That's why I said na, though in the definition they use the word branch, office, agency, here they use the word office, branch or agency. So follow this pattern. Office, branch or agency. In India, outside India. Owned or controlled by. Okay? See here. Office, branch or an agency. In India. Office or branch or an agency is in India. But owned or controlled by person resident outside India. Office branch or an agency outside India owned or controlled by person resident in India. In both the cases, this OBA will be a person resident in India. Sir, first case la control is with the PROI, but establishment is in India, na? Therefore PRI. Sir, here establishment is not in India, but control is by a PRI, yeah? Therefore this is a PRI. Either control should be there in the hands of PRI or establishment should be there in India. Any of these two conditions satisfied, na? That establishment will become, that office branch or agency will become a person resident in India. So, office branch or agency in India owned or controlled by PROI. Office branch or agency outside India owned or controlled by PRI. Anywhere if PRI is involved, that's it. For example, office branch agency outside India owned controlled also outside India, then it's not a PRI. Okay. For example, Apple is there, Apple company incorporated outside India, therefore it is incorporated in India and outside, therefore Apple is a PROI. But if Apple starts a branch in India, that Indian branch is a PRI, that is subjected to FEMA guidelines. Everyone reply, understood the residential status concept clearly or not? Everyone? Okay. Now, let us see what institute has done. For the same institute has given some analysis. Okay. Okay. What they said, let us see. Person resident outside India. What is it? Who is not a person resident in India is a PROI. So, over definition. During the relevant previous year, did he reside for more than 182 days? Answer is yes. Let us say if the answer is no. Let us say it is answer is no. The moment answer is no, if you do not stay for more than 182, remaining conditions don't check at all. Okay? Automatically he will become a PROI. But institute does a mistake here. Okay? Or has taken a different stand which I feel that it is not at all right from the Bayer Act point of view. Okay? So, what they said, let us see. During relevant previous year, at a financial year, did he reside for more than 182? If the answer is no, in the act they clearly said a person who resides in India for more than 182 days during the preceding financial year. Okay? The following persons are not persons resident in India, even though they may have resided for more than 182. Who are coming to India not for three purposes, going out of India for the three purposes. This is right. This is right, but chart is wrong. Their answer in the chart is not according to the explanation they have given. They are only saying that first condition, 180 days condition is satisfied. After that, you should go to the remaining thing. But what they said? No. No means you should stop there. He is a PROI. But what they said? Did he come or stay? Did he come to or stay in India during the current financial year? Yes, for the three purposes. Asal, this is all nonsense, irrelevant. But we should go as per answer of ICA. I can't go against it. Therefore, I will tell both the answers. Actually, if he is staying for not more than 182 days, first point number one, he is a non-resident, person resident outside India. But institute has what? Institute has taken a stand. Though he is not staying for 182 days, if he is not falling into the exclusions, ante he did not come to India this year, he did not leave India. Are you understanding or not? In that cases, no problem, he is a resident, like that they are saying. But actually there is no point in interpreting like that, but I don't know why they are interpreting that way. Sir, anyway, first let us see the main point. During the relevant previous year, financial year, did you reside in India for more than 182? Yes. Then ask the question, did you come to India or did you go out of India? Question will arise or not? Did he go out or stay outside India during the current financial year? Answer, no sir, he did not go out. Then he is a PRI, understandable. Yes sir, he went out. When he goes out, then ask, for three purposes sir? Ante, employment, business or occasion or uncertain stay? Okay, if the question for this is no sir, he did not go for employment, he did not go out for business, he did not go for uncertain. For what he went? Sir, he went to USA for sightseeing, he will come back. So permanency is still in India only. Visitor will stay outside India. In India only he will stay. Again he is a PRI. But if he is going for employment, etc., yes, he is a PROI. This is the correct answer. Okay, but this I will never agree because I practice in FEMA every day. We see the residential status. Okay, but respecting to the institute, okay, its answers. So I am not going against to these answers, but I wanted to tell that this is wrong. Okay, what they wanted to tell during the relevant previous year and financial year, did he reside for more than 182 days? Answer is no. Answer is no. That means he stayed for more than 182 or no. The moment if you find that he did not stay for 182, that's it, he is not a resident. He is not a resident. But what they said? No. Okay, did he come to India or stay? Did he come to India or stay in India during the current financial year? No. So PROI. Are they understandable? But what they are saying, previous financial year, the no relation. Are you coming to India this year? Yes. Okay. For three purposes, sir? Yes. That's all. PRI. Actually, this is wrong what I wanted to tell. The moment you find that he is not there for 182 days, he is not there for 90 in the preceding financial year, straight away conclude that he is a PROI for that year. Okay, next year you are coming now, after that you claim. But what they have answered, irrespective of whether you stay for 182 in the preceding year or not leave, are you coming to India for this year for employment, business occasion, uncertain period? Yes, that's all, you are a resident. This is the answer taken. I repeat one last time, please listen. In general, if you stay for less than 182 days in the last preceding financial year, don't check whether you come to India, went out of India for that year. Okay, don't check that. Obviously, he is a non-resident. But what institute said, irrespective of that 182 in the last year, are you coming to India in this current year? Yes, sir. For what purpose you are coming? Employment, business or occasion, uncertain period. Yes, sir. That's all, you are a resident. That's what they are saying here, which I am not agreeing. No one will agree for that case. Clear or not? Sir, everyone understood the controversy in this answer or not? Then what is the purpose of that 182-day stay? Everyone put a reply. Yes or no, understood or not? Okay. Now, so next, residential status are relevant. Citizenship is not the criteria. Citizenship is not the criteria. Okay. Let us do some questions from study material itself and complete it. Okay. See. So no question bank, nothing. Directly do the questions in the study material. Around 15-16 questions are there. Do that, complete FEMA. Mr. X had resided in India during the financial year 1920 for less than 182 days. He had come to India on 1st April 2020 for carrying on the business. He intends to leave the business on April 30, 2021 and leave India on June 30, 21. Determine his residential status for the financial year 2021, 21-22 up to the date of departure. Read the question first before we go into solution. I will make it full screen. Read the question first. Read the question properly. Read the question. Okay. Now let us see. Mr. X had resided in India during the financial year 1920 for less than 182 days. What institute did not do correctly, what they have to do is residential status is on per annum basis. Means what? This year if you are a resident, next year you may become non-resident. Next year if you are non-resident, then next year you can become resident. Okay, other point. Next very very important thing is, whenever residential status under FEMA is concerned, we need to check on a per annum basis and analyze properly. I will take this example and I will analyze. See here, Mr. X had resided in India during the financial year 1920 for less than 182 days. He had come to India on 1st April 2020 for carrying on business. He intends to leave the business on 30th April 21 and leave India on so and so. So he is asking our residential status for the financial year 2021, 21 and 22. Whenever they ask you, first I will do this way. Okay, first one, listen carefully. Whenever a question comes on residential status, first what we need to understand is, for the two conditions we need to have: period of stay and the purpose. Period, purpose. Period we should see preceding financial year, purpose current financial year. Preceding financial year, current financial year. Preceding financial year means 1920, current financial year 2021. Preceding financial year 2021, current financial year 21-22. Now the answer should start. This is information filling. What he has done, let us see now. Mr. X had resided in India during the financial year 1920 for less than how many days? Less than 182 days. Okay, here less than 182 days. Okay, next. And he had come to India on 1st April 2020 for carrying on the business. Okay, when he came, 2020 1st April means it is a financial year 2021. Coming to India na, going out of India na, that year activity, coming into India. Coming into India. Okay, he come to India. For what purposes? Business. Business or occasional business. Once you come to India for a business, permanency in India will be increased or not? Yes, it will be increased. So it is for the three purposes. Okay. However, in this case, actual answer, ICA answer. Actually, what is the situation? Even though you came to India for business, since the first condition, that is the stay in India, residing in India for more than 180 days in the preceding financial year, since that condition you did not satisfy properly, okay, you will be treated as a person resident outside India only for the financial year 2021. But I say what it says is, since he come to India for any of the three purposes in the current year, forget about previous year stay of less than 182, he will be treated as a PRI. This is what ICA said. Why ICA is wrong in this? Because then what is the purpose of condition of 182? What you did with that condition? Understood or not? Then what you did with that condition? Yeah. So, first preceding financial year 182 day condition if you satisfy, then go and check whether he will be coming into that non-inclusions or not. Coming into India not for three purposes, going out of India for the three purposes, that you should check. That checking, these two, why you came to India, why you went out of India, those two checkings you should do. Okay, those two checkings you should do. After concluding that in the preceding financial year you are for more than 182. Once that condition is satisfied, you should go with that. Hala, condition is not satisfied means why you are seeing that. And those two things are to check whether you are not to be included or not. Not for to be included. Those are non-inclusions, exclusion category. Clear? So therefore, answer as per ICA is PRI. Answer actually is PROI. Okay? You will see the answer now. As explained in the above illustration, Mr. X will be considered as a PRI from 1st April. This is the answer institute has given. It said that he is a PRA, but actually he is a PROA. But I can't do anything here, follow institute. Okay. As regards to, now listen. For this financial year, I will tell you. Now, 2021 financial year. When you came, 1st April you came. When you left, 30th June 2021 you are leaving. When you close the business is irrelevant for me. When you are leaving India is important. Okay. Because residing makes you resident. Not business makes you resident. Okay. So, when you came to India, 1st April. 1st April when? 2021. Came to India for what? For carrying on business. When you left, 21. Means this financial year starts on 1st April 2020, ends on 31st March 2021. You left on this day. At a full financial year, you are there in India or not in the 2020. So, more than 182 days condition here not satisfied, but here satisfied. Now you would check what he is doing in the current financial year 21-22. 21-22 year la, what he is doing? 21-22 financial year la, he is going out of India. He is going out of India. Okay. He is closing business here and left India. Okay. Now you answer my question. He left India. Correct. Left India for what purpose? Okay. Left India for 3 purposes. Not for 3 purposes. Question like clarity not there. You have 2 answers now. If you assume that he is leaving for employment business occasion, he will be PROI. If he is leaving not for the 3 purposes, just temporarily he is leaving, then he will be regarded as a PRI. Okay. See. If he leaves India, just now I told, if he leaves India for taking up employment or business or occasion or any purpose which is uncertain, he would cease to be a PRI. For 3 purposes, if he is being PROI, ceases to be PRI, means what? He is a PROI. Okay. From the date of his departure. It may be noted that even if Mr. X is a foreign citizen, has not left India for these 3 purposes, he will be still considered as a person resident in India. Okay. If he do not leave India, then he will be treated as a person resident in India during the financial year. Thus, it is for the purpose of leaving India which will decide the status. So, what purpose? He did not tell anything. If he leave for 3 purposes, he will be a PROI. Not for the 3 purposes, he will be treated as a PRA. That's the answer. Did you understand? This answer okay. I see my answer both are same. Main problem is with this. Hopefully everyone understood what is the controversial answer which institute is giving in this regard. Hopefully everyone should reply. Yep. Next, let us do another illustration. Mr. Z had resided in India during financial year 1920, okay, and more than 182 days. He left India on 1st August 2020 for pursuing higher studies for 3 years. What would be the residential status for 2021 and 21-22? Now rough. Experience came na? Fatafat let us give. So, he is asking for 2021. So, 1920, 2021, 2021, 21-22. Okay. See here. In the last year, condition 1, more than 182 days, condition satisfied or not satisfied? Satisfied. In the year 2021, 1st August 2020 means it falls under 2021 financial. In that year, what is doing? Coming to India, going out of India? Going out of India. For 3, other than for 3, other than for the 3. It's not employment, it's not business, it's not uncertain. It's for a higher studies for 3 years. There is a certainty. Okay. It is for 3 purposes. It is for, sorry, I am very, very sorry. It is not for the 3 purposes. Therefore, in this year, he is considered as a PRI. Next. 2021. Since 2021, August lone he left to USA. Now tell me, August first he went. Ante August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. How many? 8. 8 months he is in USA in the last year. In the year 2021. Ante India is for less than 180 days. So condition not satisfied. Condition not satisfied. When the condition is not satisfied, he will be treated as a PROI. So what is the answer? PRI for the first year, PROI for the second year. Let us see. For the financial year 21-22, Okay, for the year financial year 21-22, he would not be a person resident in India, means he is a PROI. Same answer. For the financial year 2021, for the financial year PRI. Okay, but all the students, please listen carefully. One important RBI circular. This is general answer, but there is an RBI circular. Higher studies ki MS and other things, if the people are going to USA, permanency is there. Though it is not falling under business or occasion employment indefinite period, there is a permanency. Therefore, RBI has, however, clarified in its circular dated so and so that students will be considered as non-residents. This is because usually students start working there to take care of their stay and cost of studies. So as per rule, they are residents only in the first case. You have to write both the answers. Now, as per section PRI, but as per RBI circular, they are non-residents. Why? Because though you stayed here, higher studies will be regarded as a employment only, because all the students in India are going to USA and they are pursuing employment there. So therefore, this is the reason why they have said this way. Okay, read the question properly. So I am putting it before you. Read the answer properly once before we go to the next one. Okay, let us move on to the next question. This question is on entities, means companies and other things will be there. On that basis, they ask the question. Toy Limited is a Japanese company, means company incorporated outside India. So this is a PROI, having business units all over the world. It has a robotic unit with a headquarters in Mumbai. Headquarters means head office in Mumbai. So Mumbai head office will be treated as a PRI or not? Office, branch or an agency in India. Okay, in India. See here, has a several business unit, has a robotic unit in Mumbai and has a branch in Singapore. Headquarters at Mumbai controls the branch, Singapore branch of robotic unit. What would be the residential status of the robotic unit in Mumbai and that of the Singapore branch? First tell me. Office, branch or an agency. Here Mumbai office owned by Japanese branch. Though it is owned by PROI, since it is in India, this Mumbai office is treated as a PRI. Second, there is a branch. Japanese company has a Singapore branch. And Singapore are involved. PRI, yeah. Yes, it is a PRI because Mumbai controls Singapore branch. Therefore, this will be treated as a branch outside India controlled by person resident in India. Person resident in India. Therefore, Singapore branch also is a PRI. So, what is the final answer? Toy Limited is a PROI. Mumbai branch is a PRI. Singapore branch is a PRI. Final answer, let us see. Robotic unit in Mumbai, PRI. Singapore branch is a PRI. That's it. Answer over. Next. Let us read this question also. Miss Alia is an air hostess with the British Airways. She flies for 12 days in a month and thereafter she takes a break for 18 days. During the break, she is accommodated in the base, which is normally the city where the airline is headquartered. However, for the security considerations, she was based at Mumbai. During the financial year, she was accommodated in Mumbai for more than 182. What would be her residential status under FEMA? Read the question first before we go into solution. Okay, read the question. Let's see. Miss Alia is an air hostess in the British Airways. She flies for 12 days in a month. Here the question is very simple. Listen, what happens is this air hostess original place is in Britain. She flies for 12 days in a month, but 12 days in a month means craft will be for 12 days in the air. For 18 days she will be taking a break. While taking a break she is in India. 18 into 12 months. 18 into 12 months means 2 is 16, 21, 216 days. So 216 days she is staying in India. 216 days she is staying in India. Why? Because of this halt, okay, journey. So 216 days she will be in India. Balance number of days she will be in the air. That's obvious. So now what they are telling is, since she is staying in India, will she be treated as a PRI? Okay. So first point number one. For more than 180 days, did you stay in India in the last year? Yes. As per her. Yes. Why you came to India? For the employment purposes only we came. Therefore, the government of India said that you are a PRI. Matter went to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court said that here, try to understand one thing. The person residing in India for more than 182 days is the word used. The word used is residing. Interpretation of statutes law. What I said, when a word comes, give it a right interpretation. What is the intention of the lawmaker? Intention of the lawmaker is, whenever there is a residence of a person, then airport can never become a residence here. That's why you can see here. Okay. However, security concerns, she was based in Mumbai. She was based in Mumbai. Mumbai, she is having a residence. She is only having a stay. Stay is different from residence. Any person residing in India, not any person staying in India. Stay is different. Residing is different. Okay. Stayed in India. It's not residing. Okay. So finally, what they said. So the point is, thus while Miss Elia may have stayed in India for more than 1 year, she cannot be considered as a person resident in India. That's a final conclusion. Okay. Remaining you read when you find time. So with this the main concept we completed. Which concept we completed? Residential status we completed. Okay. Next. The MCQs. Okay. From here we will solve. There are around 7 different questions now covering all the issues. Let's cover those. Printex Computer is a Singapore based company having several business units all over the world. It has a unit for manufacturing computer printers with its headquarters in Pune. It has a branch in Dubai which is controlled by headquarters in Pune. What would be the residential status under FEMA of the printer units in Pune and Dubai branch? Singapore based company having a business unit in Pune, headquarters in Pune. Means what? It is owning a Pune branch. It is PRI. It has a branch in Dubai and which is controlled by headquarters in Pune. Pune controls this branch. Pune is a PRI. PRI controls this one. Therefore, this also will become PRI. Next. Mr. Sen, an Indian national, desires to obtain foreign exchange for the following purposes. What purposes? Remittance of US dollar 50,000 out of winnings on a lottery ticket. There is a transaction concept called as a current account transaction. We are doing question bank discussion. Rapidly, let us revise the concept. Okay. So, remittance of US dollars 50,000 out of the winnings on a lottery ticket. Simply, whenever there are two types of transaction: current account transaction, capital account transaction. Okay. Current account transactions, there are three categories: prohibited, and second one permitted with central government approval. Third one is permitted with RBI approval. Okay, this comes under prohibited. Okay, remittance means payment of $50,000 out of earning you made in India out of a lottery winning. India you made lottery winning in rupees. You are converting that into dollar and wanted to pay. Those kind of other sources amount you should not use. Therefore, it is prohibited. But in exam, first what you have to write about what is a current account transaction definition. Okay. After this, I will tell you the definition of current account transaction. First, you have to write as per FEMA. The current account transaction means a transaction like that. You should first explain. Once you explain current account transaction, Then you have to tell that this comes under Schedule 1. There are 3 schedules. Schedule 1, Schedule 2, Schedule 3. Schedule 1 prohibited, Schedule 2 CG, Schedule 3 RBI. This comes under Schedule 1. It is a prohibited transaction. So, drawal of foreign exchange for remittance of US dollars 50,000 out of winnings from lottery ticket is not permitted. Next, US dollar 1 lakh for spending on a cultural tour. Cultural troop will come under central government approval. Okay, which approval? Yeah, central government approval. Take the central government approval and then you can go. Okay, first exam the question came for 4 marks. How to write? First write down what is current account transaction. Below that write down this comes under Schedule 1 prohibited. This comes under Schedule 2 respect to central government approval. Okay, human resource ministry will be there. Their permission you have to take. See, question 2. I will show you the answer. First you have to write about current account transaction. See, as per these rules, foreign exchange for some current account transactions is prohibited. Okay. Some require prior permission of central government. 2 questions are given now. Okay. Remittance out of lottery ticket is prohibited as the same is included in first schedule. Cannot withdraw. Foreign exchange for meeting or cultural tour can be obtained with the permission of government. I told you na, human resource ministry. That ministry permission you can take. Can withdraw by obtaining the permission. Clear? That's it. Next. Question number 3. State which kind of approval is required for the following transactions under FEMA. X, a film star, wants to perform along with the associates in New York on the occasion of Diwali for the residents residing in New York. Foreign exchange drawl to the extent of 20,000 is required. Okay. Now listen carefully. What comes under this category? What is this? This is also a cultural tour. Cultural tour means musical nights, dance performances, magic shows, etc. Outside India, if you are doing, all those comes under the cultural tour. Cultural tools come under the central government approval. Business travel will come under RBI approval. Okay, those you have to remember. Okay, I will show you. Let us complete questions now. Then I will go back to the act and I will fastly, 15-20 minutes, I will revise the entire FEMA. So, X, a film star wants to perform along with the associates in the New York on the occasion of Diwali for the Indians residing in New York. Foreign exchange of 20,000 can be. First write down about current account transaction and then tell that this falls under second schedule. Second schedule requires the prior permission of central government. Prior permission of central human resource authority permission you need to take. Next, R wants to get his heart surgery done at United Kingdom. Up to what limit he can draw? Listen carefully. Current account transactions. Okay, I will tell about this first. There is a concept called as a liberalized remittance scheme. What concept? Liberalized remittance scheme. As per this, what they say is all capital account transaction. Okay, listen. All capital account transaction. All current account transaction requiring approval of RBI. Current account le 3 kinds. Prohibited, central government, RBI. RBI, the third schedule. Okay. Capital account transaction also have 3 stages. Number 1, prohibited capital account transaction, permitted with central government approval, permitted with RBI approval. RBI we have to take. Understood? Okay. Now listen carefully. Capital account transaction requiring RBI approval and current account transaction requiring RBI approval by a PRI in one financial year, if it does not exceed $250,000 in aggregate, no RBI permission required. You need not take the permission of RBI. Tell the statement again. Capital account transaction and a current account transaction requiring RBI approval entered by a PRI in one financial year does not exceed $250,000 in an aggregate, no RBI permission is required. Okay, for example, I purchased a house outside India. I spent $1,75,000 already. 2,50,000 already this was over. Correct or not? 2,50,000 already what is over? 1,75,000 already over. 2,50,000. Again, how much is still there? Another 75,000 is still there. Correct. So only 75,000 you can use. If you wanted to spend more than 75,000 for any purposes which require RBI, it requires RBI permission, or else RBI permission not required. Here you see, or wants to get the heart surgery done at United Kingdom. All medical related things, medical treatment, medical checkup, okay, medical expenses, anything related to medical comes under RBI approval. Comes under RBI approval. Okay. So RBI approval is required. When RBI approval is required, provided the amount exceeds $250 or amount prescribed by the hospital. If hospital has given an estimate saying that this will take $5 lakh, up to 5 lakh you can draw without RBI permission, because it's a genuine case, yeah, medical case. Okay. Or else in all other cases normally up to 2 lakh 50 only allowed, but for medical cases and education purposes, in case of medical case 2 lakh 50 does not apply. 2 lakh 50 are estimate given by the hospital. Education also like that only. $250,000 in aggregate or estimate given by the university. To that extent they will give. Here these are the two answers. Let's see what is the answer here. Cultural tours, film stars, they wanted to perform the human resources ministry and seek the approval of government of India. Over. Next, but better you write down the definition of current account transaction and then write this. Next, individuals can allow individual, that's what I said na, PRI I said, person resident in India being individual, can avail foreign exchange facility within US dollars only. Any additional remittance require RBI permission. However, that's what I told you, in regard to medical treatment, no approval of RBI is required. Therefore, R can withdraw amount estimated by medical institute offering the treatment. Clear? Next. Fourth one. Referring to the provisions of the FEMA, state the kind of approval required in the following cases. M requires $5,000 for remittance towards hiring charges of transponders. Okay, hiring charges of transponders. This comes under Schedule 2. P requires $2,000 for payment of callback services. This comes under Schedule 1. This requires CG approval. This is prohibited. CG prohibited. CG prohibited. That's it. First write down about CREAT. Okay, CREAT first write down about it. After that you write down that some current account transactions require prior approval, some are freely permitted and some are prohibited. Like that you have to write. Next. Fifth one. Suresh resided in India during the financial year 2021. He left India on 15th July 2021 for Switzerland for pursuing the higher studies in biotechnology for 2 years. What would be his residential status? Okay, just we read now one question, same. Here he is pursuing for biotechnology. Normally he is a PRI for the first year, but even in that case he will be treated as a non-resident because of RBI circular. Okay, education will be treated as an employment. Same, RBI circular. Next. Mr. Suresh requires every year $25,000 towards the tuition fees and for stay. Tuition fees and stay are RBI permission required. Up to 2,50,000 not required. Totally put together it is only 55,000. So no problem. Okay. Is it possible for Mr. Suresh? Okay. It is freely permissible. RBI permission also not required because it is not exceeding $2,50,000. See the fifth second bit. Mr. Suresh will be treated as a, this is okay. As per para Schedule 3, RBI permission I told na. Individuals can avail foreign exchange facility for studies abroad within a limit of $2,50,000. Any additional remittance require prior approval of RBI. Okay. Individual allowed remittances exceeding $2,50,000 as per the estimate given. Here it is only 55,000. RBI permission is not required. Sixth one. Mr. P has won a big lottery and wants to remit $20,000 out of the remittances. Cannot do, prohibited. Next. Mr. Z is unwell and would like to take a kidney transplant done in USA. Okay, he would like to know the formalities required. Yes, medical treatment, there is no limit here. 2,50,000 limit does not apply. You can take money, you can remit up to whatever the estimate given by the medical institute outside. This is prohibited. This require RBI permission normally, but medical treatment permission also not required. Limitless. Whatever the estimate given by the hospital, you can withdraw. Sixth 1 and 2. First you write down that there are two types of transaction. One is prohibited and the one is permitted. Permitted are two types: central government approval, RBI approval. Write about the definition. They are not writing here. Write the definition. Then write down the categories of current account transaction. Three categories: prohibited, CG approval, RBI approval. After that, see here's even prohibited, CG approval, RBI approval. P Limited wanted to draw like this, nah? Okay. In this case, cannot withdraw because it is prohibited. And this is okay. Liberalized remittance scheme. Just now I told LRS, if so required by the medical institute. Next. Question number 7. Mr. Rohan, an Indian resident individual, obtains foreign exchange for the following purposes: US dollar 1,20,000 for the studies abroad on the basis of estimate given by the university. Yes, you can do. First write down the provision and tell that up to the estimate given by the institute it is freely permissible. RBI permission also not required. Gift up to $10,000. It is within 2,50,000 na, RBI permission is also not required. Okay, if the total is exceeding 2,50,000, RBI permission. Both cases it's not exceeding, RBI permission not required. This comes under Schedule 3. This also comes under Schedule 3. Done. With this, all these questions are completed in this regard. Okay, but some questions are not tested in examination, but they can come in examiner. So let us understand what is a capital account transaction and what is a current account transaction. See, exam whenever question comes on capital account or current account, okay, first write down the definition. Though in this they did not write, in exam you write, always suggested. Current account transaction means a transaction other than capital account transaction. So any transaction other than capital account transaction automatically will fit into current account transactions category. Next, it includes the following. What it includes? See, payments due in connection with a foreign trade, any other business or short-term banking. Simply trade-related payments. Any payments relating to the trade or any current business or short-term financing facilities. Next, shall we continue? So banking facilities they are taken here. When bank loan is there, interest on loan will be there. When you make the investment will give you the net income. So interest on loans, income on investments. Next one, not only these, personal expenses also will come. Other 2 and 3. Remittances of living expenses of parents, spouse, children, expenses in foreign travel, education, medical care, everything will come under current account transaction. So what is a capital account transaction? Capital account transaction means a transaction which alters assets or liabilities including contingent liability outside India for PRI, in India for a PROI. That's it. Read both the definitions once. Yes, as per one person asked, yes, it will be a merge. All will not be given, only one will be given. Family full together will be 2,50,000, not each 2,50,000, then they will manipulate. Okay. So anyway, everyone understood the concept up to here clearly? Yeah. So these are all the questions that we have to understand from the FEMA point of view. Okay. Further, if you still want extra analysis on FEMA, etc., okay, in the YouTube channel I kept already FEMA 6 hours videos I kept. From the exams point of view, exam questions I am doing now. From this I have done. If you wanted to know conceptually, this is an examination questions discussion. Okay. So in the rapid revision concept, I wanted to just complete all the exam questions which are already tested. From that point of view, let us see the importance. No, sir, I still want. Okay. We can't spend hours and hours of time on this concept. Na? That's why even previous chapters like interpretation of stat, we have taken exam questions and completed. Like that, FEMA also I am completing from the exams point of view. What are the questions which are already tested? That's what we analyze till now. Okay. All the exam questions or book back questions illustrations, everything we have already completed. So just to give a reading on what we have to remember in FEMA is remembrance. What remembrance? Capital account transactions la what will come, current account transactions la what will come. Okay, and additional information. Capital account transaction la there are prohibited capital account transaction freely permissible. Prohibited. PROI is prohibited to invest in chit fund company, nidhi company, real estates, farmhouses, transferable development rights. In that PROI is prohibited. Freely permissible amortization of loans and depreciation on direct investment. These are freely permissible. Remaining any transaction will be coming under RBI approval. Capital account transaction, assets and liabilities should be affected. Purchase of equity shares, purchase of immovable property, sale of immovable property, all these things will come under the current capital account transaction. That's it. Nothing great. Just you need to remember that. Current account transaction, all purchases, sales, expenses, personal expenses, living expenses, gifts, donations, all these will come under this particular category. Okay. However, though not given in the exam, I have one important question which is expected for the next attempt. Just now I told you, chit fund, nidhi, these are PROIs prohibited. See, amortization of loan, depreciation and direct investment. Next, I just wanted to tell you one question. Yes, this is the one. Mark it important for the J25. What is this question all about? Current account transactions, till now whatever we have seen, individual point of view learning we have seen. Means he is taking medical treatment. Medical treatment is not given to companies. Na? Medical treatment will be given obviously to individuals. Education will be always given to the individual. So if the question is not on individual, if the question is on a company, current account transaction, Schedule 1 prohibited, Schedule 2 central government, Schedule 3 RBI, Schedule 3 la again two parts, Part A, Part B. Part B is individual, Part A will be individual, Part B will be other than individual. Let's see. The following remittances by persons other than individuals shall require prior approval of RBI. What? Jan 25 expected question, please listen. Donations exceeding. Okay, donations are made. Who made donation? Say for example a company made a donation. Whose permission is required to make the donation in rupees or foreign currency? A foreign currency. Permission required? Yes, RBI permission is required. Okay, but when if the donation exceed 1% of earnings, foreign exchange earnings of that company, okay, this should be checked for 3 financial years. Last 3 financial years, whatever is your foreign exchange earning, total them into 1% you do, some amount will come. That amount or $50 lakh, whichever is less. That much amount if you do, permission not required. Anything if you wanted to do beyond that, RBI permission is required. Okay, and moreover, if you are doing within this limit, RBI permission required or not required? Not required, provided you are using for 3 purposes. Creation of chairs. Not chairs means not wooden chair. Chair means reserving the seat for Indian students. Okay, so we will tell them medical seat, engineering seat, like that. That chair. Okay, in the foreign university we are blocking the seats for Indian students. For that if you do, no problem. Okay, so 2 conditions. It should not be individual and it is a donation. And the donation does not exceed 1% of the foreign exchange earning in the 3 preceding financial years or $50 lakh, whichever is less, that amount. Up to that amount, RBI permission not required, provided you use that amount for what? Creation of chairs in education institutes, or you are contributing to the fund. It's also a donation only, contributing to the fund. Other than investment fund and building fund, not that fund. Some development fund, education institution, development outside India, you are donating. Allowed. Next, contribution to a technical institution. You are a college in India, you are a university in India. Like that, another university is there, doing business like you. So to have a friendly relation with them, you are giving contribution. Allowed. Okay, that's why in the field of activity of the donor company, this company is donating in this field only, that also should be there. Or for example, there is a medical institute in India. Same medical, some other medical institute is there outside India. To support that medical institute outside India and to collaborate with them, we are donating them. Okay, these 3 purposes, if you donate, who donate? Company donate. To whom? To these 3 purposes. How much amount? Up to 1% of the foreign exchange earnings in the 3 years or 50 lakhs, whichever is less. To that extent, permission of RBI not required. Next, commission payment. Other than individual, companies etc. are paying commission. Commission to whom? Agents abroad. for sale of residential or commercial plots in India. Okay, so I have a plot in India. I wanted to sell to a person outside India. That person can't come, so he will send a agent. To that agent, I will pay commission. Up to what extent commission payment does not require RBI permission? If it is exceeding, okay, if it is exceeding 25,000 or 5% of the sale proceeds, whichever is higher. For example, sale is 1 crore dollars I sold. 1 crore into 5%. 1 crore into 5% means come to how much? 5 lakh dollar. $25,000, $5 lakh, whichever is higher. $5 lakh. Up to $5 lakh, RBI permission not required. Okay. Next. For example, if my sale itself is $1 lakh, $1 lakh 5% will be $5,000. $25,000 or $5,000, whichever is higher, is 25,000. Up to $25,000 I can pay the commission without RBI approval per transaction. Next. Any kind of consultancy. Okay. If it is infrastructure consultancy, up to 1 crore dollar. Okay. And if it is other consultancy, software, etc., $10 lakh up to permission of RBI not required, directly you can make. Beyond that, RBI permission required. Next, any kind of pre-incorporation expenses reimbursement if you wanted to do. Okay, pre-incorporation expenses, then 5% of investment in India or $1 lakh, whichever is higher. To this extent, pre-incorporation expenses reimbursement is permitted. These are all the various things that you need to understand with regard to the chapter FEMA. Sir, everyone understood the chapter? Everyone understood the concept scale up to here? Everyone? Okay. Okay, done. So this is the end of our chapter called as FEMA. I said now 1 hour to 1 hour 15 to 1 hour 30 minutes. Exactly 1 hour 20-25 minutes we completed entire examination point of view rapid revision of FEMA.